I did an episode with Ray Lewis and ended up getting into talking to him about what happened to him, where, here's a guy, everything going in the right direction, ends up being charged with murder. Charges obviously, later dismissed, but he really credits that part of his life with having gone through that, with really having a positive impact on him moving forward and just having made him a better individual in the long term. It's been nearly a decade now since what you went through in Eagle with the sexual assault. Charges obviously similar to Lewis, dismissed. To what extent do you think having gone through that, it had a positive impact on you and really made you better long term?
Well, I think it's it challenges who you are as a person. To have to go through something like that, with not only individually but as a family, and then for the organization, the Lakers organization, my teammates. It was extremely difficult, and you kind of had to do some soul searching, because you're fighting numerous battles at the same time, and you're just kind of trying to figure your way through all of this mess. And the only thing that you can do is just put one foot in front of the other and just continue to move forward. And there's nothing else you can do. There's times where it just seems like days are just endless. This is never going to end. This feeling, this dark time is just never going to be over. And I think once you go through something like that, you can't help but be different. You can't help but have a better sense of who you are. And it's, Ray and I have had conversations about that. He's a good friend of mine, and we've had those type of conversations of going through things like that. And a lot of times, other players can't relate to that sort of stuff, to that type of pressure. That's real pressure. That's life pressure. It's not hitting a game-winning shot. If you make it, you win. If you miss it, you lose. That's not pressure.
What did you and Ray speak about when you had
exactly that about his time and what he went through, and then how he was able to come out of it, and how it made him more determined. And for me, it was much the same.
With the court case, that was really the first time in your life where you didn't have control over your fate.
Right.
What was that experience like?
Well, you have to give it up. You have to give it up. You have to release yourself, and just kind of let things be. And I think that helps your maturity a lot when you try not to control the situation. This is not a basketball game where I have a lot of control on the outcome. You really just got to let it go. And I think to do that, you instantly have to mature, and to be able to put yourself in that emotional space where you can trust the process.
What do you think you learned from the whole experience?
It's a lot that I've learned through that experience, and a lot of things specifically that I went through during that process that I wish I could dive into, but it's just, I think as a person, it just really teaches you how to let go and how to trust and not try to control everything. And I think that decreases your stress levels tenfold when you're not worrying about the next moment. You're not worrying about what this person may say. You're not worrying about what this outcome may be. Instead, you just kind of let go.
Why do you think you were able to still play basketball so well during that time?
Probably because I'm stubborn.
Because you're stubborn?
That's probably why.
Why do you say that?
Because it was like, on these days, I'm not going to stop playing. I'm not, just because you guys think I should stop playing, just because you guys think that I won't perform as well. I'm going to show you. And truthfully, it was stress release for me, because I've been playing since I was 2. So basketball has always been my escape. It's always been the place of refuge for me. So, why should I take that away now? If anything, the game is going to keep me sane, keep me stable, and help me to be able to manage these various situations.
For more clips from this interview, visit GrahamBensinger.com.